I did a speech at the medical university a couple years ago for their entire second year about empathy. And what I told to them is, if the doctor can only empathize with patients that have had illnesses that the doctor had, they're gonna be a shitty doctor. And so if we can only empathize with people that are like us, who have our like experiences, we're gonna fail as empaths. So when I make believe, I'm constantly asking myself, what if I was that? I start seeing the world through other people's eyes. And that is powerful in your ability to empathize with other human beings. And we are in an era where empathy is hugely important. So that's what we can learn, but we learn it by playing silly games.
Please welcome Greg Tavares.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the silliest thing you're gonna do today. I have deleted all the sophistication out of this experience. My name is Greg, and I imagine they asked me to come here on the day they're gonna talk about game because I have spent my entire life playing games. I do improv comedy for a living, and I have for the past 23 years. And it's all I've ever done. And so what I'm doing all day, every day is inventing games with my scene partner. That's what improv is, basically. We create scenes off the top of our heads, and I'm gonna do a scene with my partner, and we're just gonna invent the world off the top of our heads. People think when you talk about improvisation, it is about making things up. But actually, it's about make-believing. And that's the game that I play. That's what I'm excited about, and that's what I wanna do with you guys today. I want to kind of give you guys some opportunities to do some make-believe. And I'm so excited about playing games. I came here last night around 10 o'clock and I hid 3 stuffed animals in this room. That's how into game I am. It was late, I was tired, I came and I hid him in the room. And we're gonna play a game in a little while where you guys have to find these stuffed animals. Here's a difference between, let's just say, competitive games and collaborative games. And the reason why I'm so into make-believe is you cannot win make-believe. It's an infinite game. I went to the CreativeMornings website and they actually talk about the concept of infinite games versus finite games. And finite games you can win, there are points, there are winners, there are losers, and that's awesome. I play those too. But the one I'm most interested in are infinite games. And the infinite game is role play or make-believe. And it's what kids do all the time, every day, all day. So also what we're gonna do today, this isn't really gonna be me talk, you guys listen. It's gonna be me talk for a little while and you guys all do stuff. Because we're gonna invent a game together today in this room that's never existed before and will probably never exist again. But let me tell you a quick story about myself before I go on to the interactive part of the thing. When I was a kid, I lived in Hawaii until I was 6 because my dad was in the Navy. And when I lived in Hawaii, I was briefly kidnapped. We lived in the hills overlooking Pearl Harbor. My dad was in the Navy, like I said. And across the street from our house were these odd little crumbly dirt hills. And we would go, my brother and I would go play on those hills. We would take cardboard boxes over there and slide down those hills the way you would sled down hills in the snow. And one day, we're playing on the crumbly dirt hills and we are briefly kidnapped. We're going up and down the hill in their cardboard box and these 2 older boys down the hill from us. And they keep coming up, kind of ominously coming closer and closer to us. And we're going up and down, up and down. And then the older boys, they walk up to me, they pull a big dull knife out of their pants and stick it in my face and say, "You are kidnapped. We're kidnapping you. You are kidnapped." Well, you see, unfortunately, I did not know exactly what the word kidnapped meant. And because I'm having such a fun time on the crumbly dirt hills, I think this is a game. I think they want to play the game of kidnapped. So I begin to play what I think are the game moves of kidnap. First thing I think, okay, this is obviously a hostage game. I know what I'll do. I'll try to escape. Wrong move! Don't do that if you ever play kidnap. No, of all people, my brother gets mad at me. He thinks I'm gonna try to get us killed. Then I go, okay, that's the wrong move. And the next thing I go, okay, this is obviously a good guy, bad guy game. I know what, maybe I'm not one of the good guys. Maybe I'm one of the bad guys. I leave my brother's side. I walk up to the older boys, make threatening gestures towards my brother, and I reach for the big dull knife. Ooh, wrong move! Don't do that if you ever play kidnapped. I even pretended that I was the police and tried to arrest the older boys. No one was buying in. And it's okay because they got pretty bored because their idea of kidnap was just marching us up and down the crumbly dirt hills at knife point. Boring. And they got bored pretty quick. So they parked us by this cliff near these boulders, and they said, you stay right here. And they kind of wandered off. And when they got far enough away, of course, my brother thought we could make a break for it. My brother grabs my hand, he says, run like hell. And as we're running away, I remember feeling disappointed because the game was over. My whole life, I've just been trying to find my tribe, trying to find my people, the people that will buy into the thing that I'm make-believing in. Are you my tribe? Yes. Can you buy in? Yes. Can you make believe? Yes. All right, it's time for Game On. The first game we're going to play is the entry-level make-believe game that everyone has played 1,000,000 times. It is called, get ready, at the count of 3, we're going to play the game. It's called The Floor is Lava. Okay, the floor is, we're not playing it yet. Hold on, okay? Everyone, whoa. You have just bought in hard. I like what it is. So here's the deal. In a moment, I'm gonna say game on, and then when we say game on, we're playing the game. We're just a bunch of people make-believing that the floor is lava. I don't know what happens after that. But something will happen. I don't know. We're gonna see what happens. Okay, on the count of 3, we play the floor is lava, and we're all gonna buy in. Ready? 1, 2, 3, the floor is lava. All right, great, good stuff. All right, outstanding, floor is lava. Floor is lava, guys. Floor is lava. They're just not buying in over there. Okay, it's fine. All right, so this is the first, there are 3 things that constitute an infinite game. I like it, way to go. First thing that constitutes an infinite game is that what I call global agreement. So we've all bought into the global agreement that the floor is lava. Good stuff so far, but I don't think we're quite playing it yet. We're all just kind of like sitting up here going like, what happens next, jerk? Yeah. How is this fun, asshole? You know? And the next thing that happens in game is repetition or pattern. So something has to happen. When my kids play The Floor is Lava, they don't spend a lot of time out of the lava. There are lots of different ways to manipulate the game to be able to do stuff. Lava boots, jet packs, you know, magic spells, ice spray, all this shit works, okay? So how are you gonna actually do something in this agreement that the floor, so what do you got? Anybody, we're playing now. Anybody got anything? You haven't got to talk, you can just, this guy's doing, what has he got? What does that mean? I like it. No, oh, look at that guy. He's throwing stuff on the lava, and that gives him the ability to move around. That guy's telling the lava who's boss. That guy has gained the ability to, he is like our leader now. He is the king of lava over there. This is amazing. See, he has freedom, and we're all bound by the lava. Awesome. So what's another, what a great innovation. Awesome. And then, wait, hold on. No, she's got an idea. Look at her go. Wait a minute. Ooh. Oh, she's telling the lava who's boss. I like it. Good stuff. Anybody else? Any other? We're taking turns on the innovation. We don't have to. Anybody can innovate at any point in time and manipulate this to where they're going to get to do it for themselves. I like, all right, good stuff. Anybody? Anybody got a magic jetpack? Any jetpacks? Oh, look, he's swimming in the lava. That crazy guy is swimming in the damn lava.
It's the shirt. The shirt's hot in the lava.
Oh, look, what's going on? Wait, hold on.
It's a freeze wand.
It's a freeze wand. It's a freeze wand. Oh, outstanding. He made it to the skee ball table. That was truly the goal. Outstanding. Great. Give yourself a round of applause for The Floor is Lava. Outstanding. Outstanding. I love it. All right, okay, let's play another game. You guys want to play another game? Yeah. Awesome. The next game we're going to play is this. The thing about infinite game that turns me on, that makes me happy, that makes me have fun, is collaboration. And this next game is kind of, that's the big, the polarity that we work in improvisation. Instead of being competitive with each other, we're being collaborative with each other. So this next game is going to require you guys to collaborate a little bit. So I've hidden 3 stuffed animals in this room. I've hidden a fox, I've hidden a cat, and I've hidden a dog. And so if you were born in January, February, March, or April, you are a fox. If you were born in May, June, July, or August, you are a dog. And September, October, November, December, you are a, what's left? What did I say? You're a cat, exactly, okay? And so here's the deal. In a moment, very good, see, they're already doing it, yeah. In a moment, whatever tribe you're part of, whatever category you're part of, you're going to transform into that animal. and you're going to only be able to make sounds that that animal makes. You cannot use language unless you're using cat, fox, or dog language. So let's try to recognize what the buy-in is, okay? I'm always thinking about what's the buy-in of the make-believe. So the buy-in of the make-believe in this moment is you're going to buy into the idea that you're that animal instead of a person. That's already a lot of fun, if you ask me, okay? And then you're going to collaborate as a team to try to find your, let's say there's a lost baby of your animal. That's kind of dark, I know, I'm sorry. But you're trying to find the lost little one of you somewhere in this room. Let me tell you the rules. It's not up the stairs. It's not in the bowling alley. It's not in the bathrooms. It's not outside. It's not in the kitchen. I can see them all where they're hidden from where I'm standing, okay? So if you were born in that first third of the year, you are a fox. In that second third of the year, you are a dog. And in the third of the year, you are a. And so when I say game on, in a moment, you're transforming into that animal. You move like that animal moves. You make the sounds those animals make. You work as a team. You do not talk. The first job in this game is for you guys to find each other, for those animals to kind of posse up together and then work the room to try to find your thing. You're trying to find your animal. Ready? 1, 2, 3, game on. It's good stuff so far, guys. Awesome. So it looks like the foxes are over here, guys. It looks like the foxes are over there. We got foxes are over here, it looks. Good stuff so far. All right. Great. So we got some cat. The cats are over here, guys. The kitty cats are over here. What are you guys? Are you guys? The dogs are right here. We got some dogs. Awesome. Are you a cat or a dog? You're a wolf. You're a fox. You're a fox. You're dogs. I get it now. I got it. Dogs up there. Okay, so if you found your tribe, you can start looking for stuff, okay? So if you're a fox, you're looking for a fox. If you're a dog, you're looking for a dog. If you're a cat, you're looking for a cat. No one has found anything so far. But you've done great with the make-believe. Buy in, guys. Buy in. I see a lot of people talking. Cats can't talk, y'all. Good stuff. Outstanding. All right. Yes, good stuff. No one's found nothing so far. You're doing great. Oh, okay. There were people who are still looking. We're on a hunt for our animals. We're on a hunt. Okay. I saw lots of people just looking up in the air like they were trying to find it suspended from the ceiling. Okay. Oh, maybe I hid these a little too hard. You guys should. It's not in my pocket, sir. Thank you. Okay. All right. I'm going to have to start giving some clues, I can tell. Ooh. People are trying. I like the buy-in there. Way to go. Outstanding. So you guys are just. All right. Oh, people are breaking the rules over there. I like it. Has anybody found any of the animals? I hit them really simply. I thought I did at least. There it is. No, they're all in the room. I confirmed that they're here. I'm actually looking at one right now. There it is. I'm looking at one right now. I'm looking at one right now. It is right in front of you guys, right up there. I am looking at one right now. I'm looking at one right now. I am looking at one right now. That's the one that was out in the open, sir. Thanks so much. I'm looking at one right over there. I'm looking at one right in this area over here. I'm looking at one right over there. I'm almost pointing at the one right over here. Literally almost pointing at it. I am almost pointing at that one. I am basically pointing at that one over there. Yeah. I'm telling you exactly where they are. Someone almost touched it, guys. A guy almost touched it. Literally, like, you know it's not there. It's literally a fence you're touching. I'm literally pointing at it. I'm pointing at it.
We got it!
Oh, no, you didn't. You lied. Well, you're make-believing.
Yes,
That's,
I have the fun.
Give it up for this guy right here. He did it. He's innovating. All right, let's come back, guys. Come on back. I didn't think that no one would find any of them. I want to share with you where they are. I hope it's fun. Come have a seat, you foxes, you beautiful dogs, you beautiful foxes, you beautiful cats. Doing great so far. Yeah. I want to share with you where they are because this is going to be fun for me. Now the game is for me. I love it. Yeah. Here we go. Here's one right here. Here's the cat right here, guys. There's the cat right there. Outstanding. There's the cat. There's the cat. There you go. You can't have it. It's my kids. Okay, it's outstanding. This one I thought would be really hard. There's the dog right there. Right. And hold on. Let's find the other one. I pointed to this one like 18 times, and there is the fox right there, guys. It's right there. Wow. I didn't think this would be a speech about how you could hide in plain sight. But that was that. Awesome. Okay, well, give yourself a round of applause. That was fun for me. Awesome. So now we're at that part where I want us to invent a game, okay? I want us to invent a game. But I want to give you guys the criteria of how to invent one. So the first thing we have to do as a group is decide what we're agreeing on. Like when we played The Floor is Lava, the agreement was that we're all going to agree we can't touch the floor. And then we started innovating on that. The second part of a game, we have to start having things that repeat or pattern. That's most recognizable, like people started finding ways to overcome the challenge of the lava. The guy with the plates, the ice wand, all that stuff. That's a repetition of what our goal is to overcome the challenge. And then finally we get what's called cause and effect, where because that happened, that happened. So I want to see if we can create basically a child's game, like a Ring Around the Rosie, or The Floor is Lava, or Red Rover, Red Rover, which is just the reason why we do game is to have fun. Let me underline the reason why make-believe is awesome real quick because I may run out of time because inventing a game can take a minute. I believe the primary benefit to make-believe, I think the primary benefit is fun, frankly. But the one that we can apply in all walks of life is it trains you for empathy. I think we get this huge roadblock when it comes to being able to appreciate other people's points of view if they aren't from our background, if they're not our gender, or if they're not from our cultural background. But if you make believe, you're constantly working the muscle in your brain to see the world from other people's eyes. I did a speech at the medical university a couple years ago for their entire second year about empathy. And what I told to them is if the doctor can only empathize with patients that have had illnesses that the doctor had, they're going to be a shitty doctor. And so if we can only empathize with people that are like us, who have our like experiences, we're going to fail as empaths. So when I make believe, I'm constantly asking myself, what if I was that? I start seeing the world through other people's eyes. And that is powerful in your ability to empathize with other human beings. And we are in an era where empathy is hugely important. So that's what we can learn, but we learn it by playing silly games. I've learned everything I've ever learned in my whole life by playing silly games. So let's play one more silly game together. We only have a few more moments. We're going to invent a game now. This is a bit of a risky moment in any facilitator's life because we are right there on success and failure. Because it may not work, and welcome to improv. It may not work. And so we're all here in this moment together. The only thing I'll ask you to do is that the game is not verbal. It's not based on words. Just like The Floor is Lava, not based on words. So at some point in time, somebody in this space is going to do something, and that's the invitation to our group agreement. We'll know if we group agree on it when we all agree on it, when we all start doing it too. We can use sound, but not words. And somebody, not me, will do something. And that's the invitation to the group agreement. So one of us will do something. We'll see what it is. It'll happen in a moment. One of us will do something. Somebody has done something. So now we've achieved group agreement. This is our agreement. I don't know what it means, but we have agreed. We should feel good about it. We've agreed that this is important to us. In the game of this is the first move. This is not wrong. This is right. Outstanding. Great. And now something will happen that we're looking to repeat. I'm not sure. We've had something happen. One guy, oh, this guy did this. Maybe this is what we're doing. And I would say that's not what it is. Okay, yeah. Because the group did not agree to it. That's fine. No judgment. The group did not want to do that. Okay. But the group did want to do something. We had someone go, so that could be something we repeat. Let's see if that's what we want to repeat that. I think we do. It seems like we want to repeat that. And now when this happens, something else will happen. This will cause something else. That's cause and effect. So keep doing the thing that we're doing. Oh, okay. Oh, and no, we're agreeing to this. We're trying to agree to it. We have agreed to it. Awesome. So when we we're walking now. Oh, this is great. We got a game, guys. There it was right there. Awesome job, guys. We will never play that game again. But we made it up together. That's the absolute beauty of improvisation. It's only wonderful because we made it up, and it is literally the first and only time that this group of people will never be together again. And I'm certainly never doing that again. It's good, but thank you. The courage it takes to be an adult and do this is not to be underestimated. The bravery it takes to jump off and be a kid again. A part of my life, I'm truly, truly thankful that I get to play every day. I get to play every day, and there's a certain part of my mind that is truly nurtured by that. And that's what I do at my theater. I teach adults how to do this. I get to play with my friends in front of people, and people think it's funny. And it's basically all I've ever done my whole life. And so it's like a dream. I just don't want to wake up from this dream. So I am really thankful that you would give me your time to do this silly stuff with me. Never think I don't think it's silly. I know it's silly, but I do think there are profound things we can learn by being silly together, by being vulnerable to each other, being vulnerable enough to say, do we cover our face? That's just a vulnerable moment. It takes courage and bravery. So thank you. I loved being with you. I had a great time. Thanks so much. We win! There you are, sir.
Thank you, Greg.
If anybody has questions about that silly experience, I'd be glad to answer them.
All right.
Hi, anybody have any questions at all? Don't feel like you have to. What does my brother do? My brother is an engineer, a computer engineer, but he's also a gamer, a really amazing gamer. And we were into Dungeons and Dragons as kids. He never stopped. I stopped around 18. Why are we afraid to be kids, act like kids when we're adults? I see it with my students all the time. There's this resistance to buying in, to being playful, to being emotionally vulnerable. It's just profound. It's almost like a disease. And I think it's because we're afraid if we do that, we'll look like a fool, or we'll look silly, or have that radical moment where we feel foolish for what we're doing. Because kids don't have that self-consciousness, and that's what feels so good about doing it. It's what I call the click. In that moment, the moment in a scene or in a game where the game takes over, I'm fully in the moment. I'm not aware I'm doing it. I'm just doing it, and that feels so good. And so I think the fear is of judgment, frankly. And so we try in improvisation. We try to create a space where we let that go, where we're not judgmental of the choices that we make. And we just play. And then maybe afterwards we'll evaluate it or become analytical. But in the play, I always say this, is never judge what you're doing in the play. Just play, and then later talk about how it worked. But in the play, you have to be in that moment. So I think that's why it is fear of judgment. How can we incorporate game into our everyday lives? I have anxiety disorder, and so I use game to overcome anxiety. I use this concept called fun kills fear. When I was kidnapped when I was 5 years old in Hawaii, my brain wouldn't accept that I was being kidnapped because those people were serious. I mean, my brother and I talked about it recently because I brought it up to him, and he said, "Yeah, I think they were really kidnapping us. They were kind of role-playing kidnappers a little bit, but that was a real knife, and we did not know those boys. But because I couldn't cope with the reality, I went into game mode, and that helped me cope with the anxiety." I feel like I feel like it's a wonderful way to generate ideas among a team that needs to create ideas for any kind of goal, like a social campaign or an advertising goal or a product launch. I think it's profound to be able to play games with our teammates because it bonds us, so it makes us feel like we are closer. It allows us to let our guard down and become more open and vulnerable to ideas. And so we'll probably import some of those ways of being later when we're doing non-game behaviors. You know, that's why my mom and dad always played AC/DC every single night. It was their love language. They played every single night. They kept a yearly tally of the score, and then there was a yearly winner. So I feel like that moment between them was their relationship. That's what she misses now that he's gone. But I do think that we can learn something in gameplay that we can apply in later in that relationship, and therefore use the benefits of it later. I struggle all the time with everything. What I am most nervous of in my life is public speaking. Weird, I know. So I was having a damn crisis over there before I walked up here. Last night was a shitty night for me. I was worried about this all last night. And I'm going to talk about what I love with some people that are some game people. You guys are totally down to play. And I figured that'd be the way it was. Like you're a facilitator or you do corporate work with people. And then you become the person that's being worked with. And all of a sudden you become like an example of someone you would have a struggle getting them to give over. It's the hardest thing. You know what I do? I'm okay with the way I feel. That's how I don't overcome my fear or my anxiety or my fear of judgment because I can't. I never use the word I will overcome it. I'm just going to feel the way I feel and then do what I want to do anyway. So that would be my challenge. I'm going to do an improv. I did an improv show last night. I'll be doing one tomorrow night and tonight. And there'll be a moment where I'm going, this isn't working. They paid to see this. Oh my God, it's sucking. And then I'll go, wait a minute. Let that go. Be in the moment. Go back to playing. Go back to playing. You have to have a micro technique I had a great teacher in college. She said it's not about a steady state of being in the moment. It's about being in the moment, then losing it, and then being in the moment and losing it. It's being able to create a technique to get back in the moment when you realize you lost it is a great skill to have if you sometimes lose it. And I've got a decent skill to reignite. That's the word she used. Reignite the moment. Reignite the moment. Melody Shaper. Yes? Well, watching you load of wacky humans walk around doing merp, 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 merp. Like, let me tell you, like entering into that imaginative game, that's what this is. What's amazing about make-believe is if you train yourself to do it, you can use it as a technique to be problem solving. You can use it it's obviously a creative endeavor. So whenever I want to solve a problem, the first thing I do is I go, imagination on, imagination, like a superpower. So the more, like I just visualize and try to put myself in the moment, and then solutions come to me. They may not be good solutions. I will always try to vet them. But yeah, it is. It's really about being imaginative. People say it's like playing like a child. The weird thing about kids, I got two 4 and a 6-year-old. Kids are actually really great make-believers, but they're really shitty improvisers because they say no to each other a lot. They parallel play more than they collaboratively play. They play in the same room, but don't touch that boy's toys, okay? So what's great about adults is we've learned collaborative skills that kids don't have. We've lost the make-believe skills that they do have. So you can be a better player than a kid if you maintain your collaborative skills, which you've been socialized to have, and develop your make-believe skills, which you've been socialized to give up. And then you can have the best of both worlds. You can make believe imagination and collaborate because you play well with each other because you're adults typically, you know. Have you thought about taking an improv class at Theater 99? This is stuff that we all do there. And also I have a book called Improv for Everyone. And some of this stuff is out there in that book. But I'm passionate about this stuff. I really believe I'm happy because of it. Because there was a time in my life when I wasn't happy. I call it 18. And then improv happened, and then all of a sudden the world got a lot brighter for me. So if you have more questions or you have any interest in this, it's something I will talk about forever. I never get bored of talking about it. I love it. So if you seek me out or talk to me after or email us or whatever. You guys were some game people. I was really proud to work with you guys. So.
Tell us about your show tomorrow night.
Oh yeah, if you ever want to come see me perform at Theater 99, we're at 280 Meeting Street. We do improv comedy. We use these techniques of make-believe and collaboration to create spontaneous theater. If you've been before, let us know by applauding right now. Awesome. I want to totally use your game of like stand up if you haven't been here before. And I love how you shame those people. What amazing. What a great technique. But then you gave them some free. It was really a sweet little game. That was a sweet little, I was like, woo, she's got game out. Way to go. So great job on that. And you guys are doing some special stuff with this monthly program. It's amazing. And I love being here. Guys, thanks so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Greg.